Hello, hello. Welcome back. I wanted to. I promised in a couple videos now that I wanted to like do a retiering video, and reorganize everything. I'm probably gonna put that aspect of the video off in a little bit, just cause like there were the tier list got updated a little bit ago, and normally I'm okay with going back and like resorting everything. Because the editing took kind of a little bit, it kind of it would be a pain to kind of resort everything right now and like remove stuff all over the place. And I've already kind of like moved ahead with a recording for a bunch of other videos. So, for right now, whenever you see the next tier list video, it's going to just like function under like all these new labels and stuff. Uh, and all the characters will already be moved. I haven't sorted all of them though. Like, I think I'm gonna do the first proper retiering video after I get to like before Law Liquid Crystal. I think that it sounds good enough to me. Probably like that's probably like where I want to go. I want to make sure I fill up their tier list a bit first before I re-tier everything because the highest tiers are mostly just like near flawless, and that's a lot of Law Nova characters. So it's kind of hard to individually sort those, but there's nothing else up there. So I'm gonna wait a bit. But I still wanted to make a quick video explaining, okay, what is my like thought process for every single tier, because I don't really explain like what my mindset is, and this is gonna evolve over time. I'll probably even like delete this video and make a new one whenever there's more tiers, obviously. But yeah, I want to quickly explain, just my what each category really means. Um, so we got not wait, it's not showing up. There we go. We got Yes, there we go. We got the not a fan tier. So this is literally just like the only real qualification for a character being in this tier is if they are just not correct. Like I had like a bunch of characters down here originally, but now it's like been cut down because I feel like I'm trying to remove my personal bias out of these characters and grade them as fairly as possible. And I think, it's okay to not like some characters, but that shouldn't take away from the moveset itself. And I think, generally, when it comes to LoL, people are never that bad when it comes to, like, making characters. We usually have, like, a good design in our heads for, like, something. We get really specific about what we want to do. So this really never happens. Um, so this tier probably won't get much use, but now you know what that means. Originally, I had a couple others, but that's not going to be the same anymore. The tier. This is where I put characters that they might have like some major balancing problems, or they're just like there are some things where I'm just like, ooh, wait, that's actually kind of and it's like drastic enough, and there's like a lot less to appreciate about the character that they would go down here. It doesn't mean they're necessarily like a bad character, but they just have some major glaring problems that do need to be fixed before they would go any higher. This also is generally a tier where if like a character is a little too strange and or unoriginal, or some moves don't make sense, but like the spirit is kind of there, so I can't be too harsh about it. Like there was an idea here, and I can appreciate that much. And the not for me tier. This tier, as of the recent video, it is still there, but it is being removed because I don't like it. I think it's kind of unfair to drop a character here so low because I don't really find them particularly interesting for whatever the reason is, source or what. I don't like it, so I'm removing it. Any character that was originally here is probably just gonna go straight up. They're not gonna go down. I'm gonna put them on a proper tier basically. So that was like Penny and Stocking, Smosh, Worst Hercules, I think. Yeah. So if you wonder why it's not in future videos, that is why. Funny tier. This kind of goes without saying. If I just think the character is genuinely funny and it's entertaining enough, where I think like they aren't. I can look past the flaws and I can like them for what they are. I'll put them here. They're not like this doesn't mean they're like a joke character though. If they are a joke character inherently by nature, they go into best tier. But this is just for like characters where I feel like there is some flaws. There are genuine flaws here, but it's still a good moveset. It's not. This is just it's okay. It's okay. They're neat. This is basically just like this is like the middle ground you want to reach with a law character. Like I like them. They're fine. They're pretty okay. There might be some things to improve with them, but they're not really. Maybe they have a clear balancing problem that makes me put them down a little bit lower here. But other than that, they're good. There's nothing really wrong with them. Um, so good. This is literally just where I. This is like where you absolutely want to be with a character. That means like uh they're just generally like very 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 nice. There's a clear concept here that I'm interested in. They're not too simple. They're very unique, and they have some sort of flair or character or something that it is so incredible that even if they do have some sort of balancing problem, they're still good enough to go up here. This is where you want to be. It's a good sweet spot, especially if you don't really care about balancing or competitive talk. Best tier. This is the characters that are joke characters, basically. I say joke characters, but I also kind of consider this a tier. Like, if a character is so funny it's good, or like so bad it's funny, like, or if they're inherently meant to be very difficult to play on purpose, but they're not entirely like joke characters. Like, there's some characters that are just so bad, like, there's no reason to ever play them. But then there are just some characters that are just very difficult to play, but you can play them. I will put them here. Near flawless. So I actually have a special criteria for this tier. Uh, for the near flawless tier and flawless tier. Generally, I mean, like, I'm kind of mixed on it right now. This will definitely change over time. I feel like right now, like, originally what I want to do is I want to have like 3 or 4 rules, I think, and you had to hit at least, yeah, it was like 4 rules, and you had to hit at least 3 of them to get into this tier. And then if you hit all of them, I would put you in flawless tier. It means your character is just that good. um, but as you'll see in like the next tier list video, right now, because I'm still not, I haven't really sorted much out. This is right now. This is just the tier where like if your character is just very exceptional and iconic to all in some way, or it's just very good. There's a very creative vision here that I will put them here. Um, and then flawless tier, it just has to meet. They literally just can't have a single balancing problem. The character is basically perfect. They are very functional. Their personality shines through in their kid. They're just perfect in every way basically. Um, and then we got Heb Fave. So this is literally just my bias here. So if your character is like, if it's a me character, it's just cheating and cutting the line. And if you think you can game my tier list, I assure you, you cannot. My tastes are all over the place. As you've probably seen by my favorite characters, there's whatever character just happens to be up here is pure luck. So, but if a character of yours does make it up here, congrats, you're doing something right. And you know how, and this is beyond balancing either. This is like, if I like your characters so much, I don't care if they're balanced or not. I don't care if they're bad, if they're too good. They're going up here if I like them. I will try to list where I would have put them if they weren't in this tier, but generally this is just if I want to spotlight characters, I put them up here. And yeah, that's currently just how I'm ranking everything right now. I'm debating on adding another tier in between their neat and funny because I feel like I could split that up. And as the tier list gets bigger and bigger and we rank everything, there is going to be a lot of slots. But again, this is inherently going to be a very big tier list. There's over 500 characters. It's going to be very hard to sort everything. So we'll think. I'll think about it as I go. But yeah, uh, yeah. So hopefully that helps explain everything. You all have a wonderful night, and I will see you later. Bye bye.